Hello and welcome. Today I decided to make a video about how to make gold in TERA. This is the Killian server for all those who will be saying in the comments that that thing doesn't cost as much as you say it is, because right now I will be checking the prices of certain materials just to show you what I mean. So right now, where is it? So right now I have here before me different areas for crafting different materials. The ones that I will be focusing on today will not be these emeralds and rubies and diamonds, because I don't have the master craft, so I won't be able to tell you exactly how much you can get by crafting in alchemy. So I will rather be focusing on smelting and processing. So the day before, maybe 2 days before, I checked every single thing in here in the ingots section, and there was nothing more expensive than obsidian silex. And today, as I checked it again, things like like Zermetal jumped really high in price, like 20 gold in price. Metal. Okay, let's see. Oh, now it's 34. Ooh, someone bought it. It was just, this was the other one. Yeah. The one that I will show you now. So the Zermetal is 1 gold more expensive than the obsidian essence crystal, which is what I wanted to make the video today about, because this was the top tier item in brokerage. The way you farm plants and ores in the open world is you first go and check what the broker is missing in items. Like if you have just 1 or 2 available items for sale, this means that you can put certain items like those ones more expensive than usual, because obviously they are either needed or maybe they are not needed. This is why maybe people are not selling them. But if you know that these, for example, Zermetal ores are needed in large quantities to level up your character by doing these quests, and many times they either ask for mushrooms. I always have them on the go, always in my bank. Zermetal, it asks always for 60 Zermetal or 60 mushrooms or 60 maybe something else too, maybe like plainstone. I think it also asks for plainstone. Well, it asks for different ores or plants. Never for essence, as far as I remember. Never asks for essence. But in terms of ores, like Zermetal ore is gonna be very expensive. Well, I think till the next month, till the end of July. No, till the end of June. I was kind of forgot how June is said in English. Well, doesn't matter. Right now Zermetal ore is 34, but a few days ago, 2 days maybe, it was maybe 20 something. It was really below this. Obsidian essence crystals were the most expensive things, as I said. But right now the most expensive things, like this one for example, I used to farm it a lot because it always gave me a lot of gold. So gold, Galborn, and it usually is the most expensive item. But 2 days ago it was like really cheap, and I have no idea why. Usually people will give good price for this, because items that are not normally found in frequently visited areas, like the Essenia area, where people farm the daily quests. They can farm the daily quests and collect the materials at the same time. Or Val Elenium also. But as for these materials here, the Galborn ore, you cannot find them in any of these regions, nor in here. You can only find them in these Kaitor regions, like for example Helkan district or Valtir Kai. But for example, I farm the Galborn along with the Obsidian Essence, which right now are the two most expensive items with the Zermetal ore, that's right. I farm them quite a lot. Zermetal ore should be your focus, and the other ones you should practically ignore. Zermetal because they are needed for daily quests that you get for upgrading your character level. And then we have the Obsidian Silex. These ones are also usually very expensive. Actually, let me see how much they cost. But they don't cost as much as the others because they are not used in, let me see, essence in general. So nothing here, so it's 12. Oh, come on. Okay, the blue essence starts at 21. So the red essence is 40. Oh, so the crimson essence, the crimson essence. Oh, so someone is buying them. So, but still, if there is just one item for sale and it's very expensive, usually it's either because, well, someone bought them like in really large quantities, either that or nobody wants to actually buy them. So I won't bet on Crimson Essence crystals, even though they are always in high demand, but they are not so high on everybody's to-do list, because right now what's on everybody's mind is to level up, and for that you need the Zermetal ore, the Obsidian ore, the Zermetal ore, and the Galborn ore. You don't need this for leveling up, but still people buy them. What is it used for? Used for crafting. Well, maybe crafting weapons. I'm not so sure. I haven't used this ore for anything. Maybe for whiskers, for crafting those fishing whiskers. Those how are they called? I forgot. Whiskers. Oh, there we go. Angler's whiskers. I think you use those Galborn ores for crafting whiskers after you process them. After you process them in Galborn ingot. Maybe, I'm not sure, but it's used to craft some sort of gear, or I mean, I'm not sure if you can call this gear. It's more like an appliance for fishing. Well, anyway, we're getting off the course. So I wouldn't advise crafting these obsidian essence crystals into obsidian silex, because as you can see, if you do the math right now, this obsidian silex is how much? Is 289-ish, so once someone buys this it will cost 301, but let's assume it's just 289. And this is, by the way, 10 obsidian essence crystals. You process this into one of obsidian silex. So, but this one, it costs 33 per obsidian essence crystal. So if you craft 10 of these into one obsidian silex, you would get 280, 289, 280, yeah, that's right, that was the price. You will get 289, while if you sell 10 of these, which is the same thing, you would get 330 for all your obsidian essence crystals. Now this is very rare that the well, actually it's not very rare. Lately I have seen such a odd, I guess you can call it, trading strategy, where the materials needed to craft something are more expensive than what you get at the end, especially when you can trade it. I mean, if it's tradable and you're using more expensive materials than the actual item's worth, then what is the worth of crafting that? But I guess what everyone is going for is that if you craft 10 obsidian silex, maybe you would get one critical reward. Now in the past, if I'm not wrong, a few years ago when I used to do a lot of crafting and gathering, the critical reward was every 10 or 20. It was between 10 and 20 crafts you would get one critical reward. But let's assume that for a basic level item you would get every 10 obsidian silex, you would get one for free, right? So I already done the math. So if you sell, so 10 obsidian silex is one obsidian silex once you process 10 of these. So times 10 you would get around 3,300 gold at the end, and after you multiply this by 10 you would get 2,890 gold. So if you add the critical to the one critical per 10 items, you would get around 3,179, 70 something. It doesn't even come close, it doesn't even come to 3,200. While these ones you would get for the same 10 silexes here, for 100 obsidian essence crystals you would get 3,300. So not only would you waste your points in crafting all these obsidian silexes, so you wouldn't even get your worth in crafting points. They are also expensive. I mean, you buy them for gold or for credits from merchants. So even though they aren't directly related to gold, you nonetheless have to wait or spend gold to recover your processing points, your crafting points in general. So if you have to spend your actual gathering crafting points and you don't even get the worth every single obsidian silex craft, if you don't get per every craft your return, then you shouldn't be going for the critical, because the critical isn't gonna save you if you have one critical per 10 crafts, per 10 obsidian silexes, I guess you can say. So just stick to gathering obsidian essence crystals and just sell them on the trade broker. So right now I will go with you and I will show you where is the best place to farm the two most expensive items in the trade brokers from the processing silexes place and from the smelting ingots place. So the two most expensive ones are obsidian silex, as I said, and gallborn ore. You can get them both at the place where I'm going right now. Zero metal ore is right now, I think, the most expensive one. So these three, they are from the most expensive items you can get by gather. So the zero metal ore, I won't be doing a video about it yet, because I think if you've done the dailies, you know very well that the zero metal ore is scattered all around Essania and I think Val Elenium also. these places where you do the dailies. So I think you know where you can get those. But if you're really new, come with me and I will show you. So right now we will move to Constria. It's one of my favorite places to farm these ores, the obsidian crimson crystal, obsidian, I always get these names wrong, obsidian essence crystal. And yeah, oh, let me just put this in the bank. I want to gather and I want to see how much I can gather in, let's say, half an hour. So, okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there we go.
If it was important, I'd already be involved.
So I'll put this in here. So let's go. I'm pretty sure you will remember this place from the previous video I made where I collected those blue boxes. Oh, there we go. Galborn ore already here. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you. To do this, you need, if you want a reduction by 2 or 3 seconds, because the gathering, as you can see, is like 14 seconds or so. So to successfully spend the least amount of time gathering ores, you better use these extractors. So right now I will use only,
Relax.
I will show you how to upgrade your low quality extractors to medium quality extractors. I think this is how they're called. So you combine 2 of these to get 1 of these. So the success chance is 50%, so wish me luck. Okay. And I failed. Okay, so where can I buy more? You used to be able to buy these at the merchant, right? Where is the merchant? But I think they removed them.
Stop me if you've heard this one.
Oh no, there we go. Oh, but this one is not what I need, is it? This one is not what I need. No, it's not what I need. So this extractor, I didn't get it like this. But where did I get it? I think I have to craft this extractor. Low quality extractor. So I have Azurisilex. Can I craft the Azurisilex? Azure, yeah, I can craft. So let's craft it. Let's see what we can get from it. So let's craft our low quality extractor. Maybe we can get an actual critical. Oh, we cannot trade the critical. Oh, that's a shame. It's good, I mean, it's powerful. It decreases harnessing time by 3 seconds, but you cannot trade it. Come on, people, come on. Okay, let's see if we can get the low quality extractor. I hope we can get it so that I can show you how to enchant it. Okay, we got the normal one. So let's try it again. 50% chance, so 1 out of 2 should be successful. Well, it's a loss again. Can you actually trade it? Oh, and you cannot trade it. Oh, how fun, how fun. Well, the time has come for me to go gathering, so I will just turn this extractor on. It will decrease my gathering time by 2 seconds. So let's get to it then. This extractor, by the way, will not work on the ore because it says here that you need this this other extractor for this. This one is a different kind of, this one is for essence. So right now here should be obsidian silex. It's not. Is someone gathering them? Usually they're always in the same place. Oh, don't tell me someone is gathering them. Oh, there you go. So I will do this in half an hour. So I guess I'll see you guys later. My half an hour has passed. And let us see what we have collected. Well, let me just collect this one more and I should be done. So we have right now in our possession 75 times 33. So in half an hour we have collected 5,775 gold worth in obsidian essence crystals, and in terms of galborn ore, so let me add this with the galborn ore, we have 183. Okay, times how much? Well, let me just get the numbers correct. Let us get back.
Let me show you what
So
I've
let me
got.
see here, just to remember how much did it cost. Oh, that's a good price. That's a very good price. Okay. So it's times 43. So let us see here. Oh, look at that. So in half an hour we have collected 13,644 gold worth in ores. So this here and this here together they make over 13,000, and I would have gotten around 15,000 if I wouldn't have been sidetracked by another gatherer. He was taking all the times the gather places in front of me. And I know what I'm talking about in terms of how much you can earn per half an hour in terms of gathering, because I do it on a regular basis. So it's easy, half an hour, 15k. I got 13,644 in half an hour, but it's because there was someone else farming alongside me, so I had to travel more for less. So the usual route you would take is something like this, then you go back, then you go here, then you go here. Maybe you can go down here, there's also a lot of ores, but usually you'll just ignore this place and just go or here or here. You can choose one or the other. Here I think you don't have any ores, so you perhaps should ignore this. So you gather here, and you go here, and all along this way you will find ores every 10-20 meters or so by TERA standards. You will find a lot of ores in this location. Then you can go down here, find here ores, then go back, and then you can either go up here and then go back by this route, or you can go by this route up here and then back. So this is basically how much you can gather in half an hour. I didn't go all the way down, I just went here and then back up. So maybe you will need 45 to 1 hour to do this entire road. And by the end of it you would take maybe 30,000 gold. Now I know I don't have really that much gold in my bank, but I have been spending it on a lot of things to learn some crafting skills. As right now I have barely any kind of craft, so I am upgrading my crafting capabilities. And I also want to make another character to create more opportunities in terms of crafting, because there's a lot of things that I want which I have to buy for a lot of gold, which I don't want to spend. I can just craft it myself. So okay, back to our materials. So while you gather, you will get sometimes this or this as a bonus. You will get some stone from farming the ores. What else? What did I got? You will get sometimes the critical of obsidian essence crystals. You will get the critical of where is, oh, all right, you will get this critical by gathering, if I'm not wrong. So if you gather, sometimes I would find this obsidian in my bank. I'm not so sure if I have it. No, I don't think I have it. So you can get a critical. So I'm guessing you also get a critical Galborn ore when you gather. So you may get this here, you may get this here, one critical, maybe two critical, I'm not so sure. But usually you get a critical when you gather in form of one of these two. I think it's just one Galborn ingot when you gather this. So there you have it, guys. Don't forget to get with you one low quality extractor, or maybe upgrade it to an extractor. By the way, you can, I believe, sell this. Oh, there we go. 5,000. I'm not so sure if someone will buy this for 5,000, since the materials needed to craft this, are they so expensive? Well, actually they are a little bit expensive. So maybe someone will buy it for 3,000, but you can try for 5,000. I mean, you saw how fast I crafted this, and to craft this you only need to farm for maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes, yeah, around 20 minutes, maybe less, because you need different things from different regions. Well, let me actually see right now. So zero metal ore, you will need this in certain regions where you don't find the Zurisilexes. Plain stones, you need 40. That one is not so easy. You get sometimes from gathering. So maybe 20 minutes, 25, I'm not so sure. I haven't collected them in this way, these three. Yeah, but there you have it, guys. You get many extra items from gathering, and you saw how much gold you can make from selling this. And this sells relatively fast because people need it all the time. This you can try farming these, but they are like 3 times less expensive than these items here. So if you want to know what to focus on Galborn ore. But as always, you need to check the trade broker, what is the most expensive item. So what I would do sometimes is I would gather both of them and zero metal ore also, and then just sell them on the day when they become the most expensive. So you should probably make your own strategy in terms of gathering and selling. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like trading at the stockbroker. You need to know when to sell and when not to sell, you know, when to buy something, when not to buy something. This is especially important for TERA, because there are times when you should not be buying certain things, especially when they're like something new, something that just came out fresh. I mean, that will be very expensive. You know it for a fact. So I think this has been long enough. I guess I shall make another video about the Guardian Legion jewel boxes. I made one about something relatively different from this, because what I want to make is I want to show you what I won't tell you what I want to do, but I think you guys have already guessed what I want to do with these boxes, but this will be for another video. I hope I don't forget it. And there you have it, guys. How much gold you can make in half an hour. You can make around 15k gold in half an hour just by gathering these expensive ores. And I haven't even seen for how much you can sell other items, and how much time do you need to gather the materials for them. I have just focused on these ones because well, there are too many materials here, too many things to craft, too many things that I haven't yet learned how to craft, so I cannot show you everything. But what I can tell you is one of the most expensive things is the ones I showed you right now. So do this. As always, don't craft with them. Use these points to gather. You do need these points, by the way. If you don't know, you need this here to gather each material. You need like how much? 5 points, 15 points, I don't know. Well, you need a few points to gather each material, maybe 5 points. So better just gather with these points and then sell them. Don't craft with them, don't refine them, don't smelt them, don't process them. As you can see, the trade broker is kind of crazy. They buy it for less, expecting that you will make criticals by crafting, and thus you will make gold with the criticals and not with the actual expensive crafting items that you will get from crafting 10 galbor or zermetal or 10 zermetal or well any material. Well, this is what I can tell you from my experience. Do check the trade broker. Each day has its price, I guess is what I should say. So thank you for listening. Leave a like and subscribe. As always, leave your comments down below. Tell me what are your strategies for making gold. I know many of you will say dungeons. Yeah, that one I already know. Perhaps some new ideas. You know, just leave it in the comments and we will talk about it, discuss it. Maybe I can make a video about it to help other people also become a little bit richer in TERA, so that they can buy more shinies. So click that notification bell, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.